Your confidence is amazing.
Sorry, I said I was gonna be more confident today.
No, it's okay.
Internally.
My internal dialogue said that.
I'm gonna be more confident today.
That's so funny. No, you're doing a wonderful job.
We could not think of anything to do with these.
Oh.
Is that real?
Can I add a raccoon to it?
Oh my god.
Hi everyone, my name's Kelsey.
Hi, my name is Becky.
And we are the Sorry Girls.
And today we have a really exciting collab video.
Yes, we do. So today we are doing a thrift flip swish swap.
A thrift swap and thrift flip.
Yes, it is an international thrift flop because we teamed up with Buzzfeed's Nifty, Ashley, and Kana. They went shopping for some thrift items and then they sent it to us. And we also went shopping for some thrift items and we sent it to them. So we are going to be upcycling what they sent us and we don't even know what it is yet.
That's true. I'm still laughing because I think you said it's international flip flop.
Really?
We're doing a flip flop video. So they actually have footage of them shopping for the items. We're gonna watch right now because I have no idea what they sent to us.
Me either. And before we jump into that, make sure you guys subscribe if you're here from Buzzfeed's Nifty channel. And if you're just here not because you found us through them, well, you can also subscribe too. That's allowed.
Love to have you.
Bongos. I don't have any good bongo puns to make. An easy bake oven. I always just wanted one of these anyway.
What is that?
It's so homemade.
You break it, you gotta buy it.
Cheers. What are we gonna do with mugs?
I hope they're not picking those up.
Like Christmas themed or another season.
Yeah. Christmas themed.
Ooh, $10 kind of pricey for Salvation Army.
That's kind of cute.
That is really cute. I don't want to do anything to it. All right, next door.
Oh,
Ooh.
Goodwill.
I want to go to New York thrift shopping.
Married adventure. Disgusting. $17. What do I look like? I'm made of money. Oh my god! Wait, I don't know if this is for sale, but it's so good. That chicken.
What? Oh my god, the metal chicken.
Oh. Oh my god, how much shopping did they do? We did not do that much shopping.
I feel like we found good things though.
Yeah.
I can't decide whether a chip bowl is an appropriate thing to give them. What do you reckon?
I think we're gonna be ending up doing holiday content
Apparently.
based on what they're shopping for.
I want a full thrift flip challenge because I want to win.
I know, well then like, what's the strategy? Wait, she wants to win.
Is this a competition?
What is there to win?
Oh, what the heck is that?
Why are there so many price tags on?
I really want to sell this for $10.
Earn? Is it yearn or earn?
Earn.
We did it, Ashley.
Yeah, good to go. Finally got it done. Second time's a charm.
Okay.
Okay.
I still have no idea what they bought us, except for
Me-
maybe some mugs.
We got the goods.
We finally finished shopping after 2 days of hunting in Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Yes, thrifting in New York can be a little bit tricky because there are a lot of thrift stores.
The squirrel jar made it. I'm excited.
What are you gonna do?
Can I add a raccoon to it?
Oh my god.
But I think we did good. Either way, I'm excited about this.
Is it broken?
That's missing a squirrel, which is the perfect place for you to add a raccoon.
I think this one, I have a prediction of what they would do or what I would do.
Oh, yeah, don't give us ideas.
This one's nicely teed up. The other ones, I don't really know what they're gonna do.
I don't even know what I would do with a squirrel bowl.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I wish that we got given this.
I know.
What do you even call this? A trinket box?
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
I love that.
We were looking at similar things, I think, but I don't. Did we got them something like that? Yeah, we did.
I think so. Yeah, it was like a shelf thing.
Oh, fun.
Ooh, I want that for my jewelry. Wouldn't that be so cute?
I honestly might hang this one up as is.
This one, what a beautiful piece of artwork.
Right. A sink. Yeah, how much was that one?
This was $7.99.
I like how they're upset, but that's like reasonable for prices here at the thrift store.
$7?
The sushi mat.
This was good. I think there's a lot of things that you can do with that.
I think you could do so much with bamboo.
We've done a couple Nifty videos, like a makeup case.
Man, they're making us work.
I feel like, yeah, you could do something really cool with that.
Okay, they like don't have to use this if they don't want to. I'm not gonna be mad because
I vetoed this one, but Kana's in charge.
I'm out here for a challenge. Because they were also 59 cents, so like no loss.
Dip plates. I mean, yes, but like I don't even know what you would do with this.
Oh no.
Neither. But like if I
You have to have an idea before you send it to us. That is the rule.
That's like fair ground rules.
I hate it.
Is it plastic?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's something like this. Yeah, you could definitely do something with it, but like they look like robot boobs.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
All right.
Okay, and then last, which is second best because this is the best.
I found this one.
Taxidermy troll.
Oh.
Is it taxidermy?
Oh.
Is that real?
I think it's real wings, but it's not
Oh,
real.
you're right.
I think I'm gonna stop it at the border.
I think it's stop it at the border. That's exactly what I thought.
If this package gets rejected, we know why.
I think even just making it a mirror, like that TheSorryGirls video.
Stop giving us ideas.
I didn't hear it.
All right, let's package this up.
All right, I had this pre-prepared.
Oh, cash.
Casual. Our packages did not look that good, spoiler alert.
Okay, I think we're gonna package everything up in a lot of bubble wrap because we went ham on the glass. Change of plan, they didn't fit in one box. So now we have 2 boxes.
I think these look cute.
I'm really excited to see what they do with all our stuff.
I know, I'm nervous to send this off. I kind of wish I opened their box before we sent these.
That's the fun of it. It's like
Yeah.
you can't give your Uber driver a rating until he's giving you one. It's a secret. Or he can't read your rating until he sent you one.
I feel like
Something
I don't
that.
rate that often. Is that bad?
Okay, to the post office these go, and then we get to DIY.
Yes.
Delivery from New York? Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I love this sticker wrapping so much.
Wow. Oh yes, my new jewelry tree. Hopefully ours arrived in one piece. We did not bubble wrap.
I'm confident about my wrapping skills, not my protective wrapping skills.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. This is pretty cute.
God,
Oh my
it's like wrapped
God.
inside. Okay. I know this one. Oh, our bowls made it.
Oh.
It's not broken, it's just white.
I thought this white part was broken. Okay, we're gonna take a little 5-minute break while we do some brainstorming, and we will be right back with some genius ideas.
Oh, what we're gonna do with these things.
So we talked through a bunch of concepts and we have some pretty good ideas. So I'm going to get started with this tray here. My plan for this is to use the tray as well as the sushi rolling mat. That's what I believe this is. There's no easy way to take out the glass from this to get at the butterfly and plants here. So I think the best way is to crack this glass so that I can then remove it and put down a layer of our sushi rolling mat here as a new base. So my first step is to cut open my sushi mat so that I have all of my sticks individually. And then I'm gonna hot glue them to the bottom of my tray, kind of like you would lay down wood flooring. That's my goal, is to kind of like offset them to have cuts, but that they're offset, just because the sushi sticks aren't big enough to fit all the way across. So I'm just gonna repeat that tediously and slowly until I'm done. And this is what it looks like when it's done. I think it's quite a vibe. And I was going to stain this, but looking at it, I have a lot of that hot glue in there. And although you don't really notice the hot glue, I think that if I were to stain it, it wouldn't stain the hot glue parts, which means that it's gonna look very blotchy and splotchy. So instead, I'm gonna leave it raw. And I also have these little wooden circles. They're actually called doll heads at the craft store. But essentially just like a round wooden bead that I can add to the bottom as feet. And this kind of brings out the natural color of my sticks in here as well. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Okay, so I'm gonna tackle this sort of vintage looking bathroom art frame. And I think what I want to do is maybe turn it into something that just kind of suits our styles a little bit more than it currently is. So the very first step is gonna be to dismantle the entire frame, and I wanna paint the edge of it white. Okay, so the frame is now completely white, which I think is just a little bit more neutral. I did like the gold, but it was gold with kind of like a old-fashioned tarnish effect to it. It just felt like too much. So the white I think is a really good place to start. The next thing I want to do, which if you guys have seen some of our recent videos, we did a video with woven cane and we have some extra of it, and I see it in the office every day and want to use it again. So I think what I want to do is try and create almost another mat to this frame that is made out of the caning. I really want to use the white mat that came with this frame, so I need to remove this bathroom art that's behind it so I can have just the white mat. So I'm trimming down the cane sheeting into 4 strips, 2 to do the vertical and 2 to do the horizontal. Also, PS, if you want to know where we got this, check out the video about nightstands, linked below. Next, I'm going to use a tiny bit of hot glue just to hold these pieces in place. The actual picture frame is what is going to sandwich this in place permanently, but just so when I'm flipping it over, things don't fall over, I'm using a tiny bit of hot glue. So last up is figuring out what art to put back in this frame, and I could draw something, but that's harder to explain for you guys to do. So when I was at the craft store, I actually saw in their kind of fall floral area these maple leaves, but what I liked about them is the fact that they're like nude maple leaves, which I feel like you don't often see these, and not like a super bright red. So I feel like this DIY is for the person that really likes fall, but also really likes natural colors or like muted tones. This is for you. Go buy these. So what I'm gonna do is just take one of these leaves off and place it in my frame, kind of as if it was like a dried leaf pressing. And the last thing is going to be to assemble the whole frame back together. So when I took this apart, you saw me removing all these staples, which unfortunately are not the really easy tabs to put back down. So what I'm gonna need to do is use some tiny little finishing nails, and luckily there are holes in the frames from where the staples came out. So I can kind of push the finishing nails back into those holes and use a hammer to lightly tap them in place so that they hold. So this is my finished upcycled artwork. I think it's really cute, guys. I love how this one turned out.
So next up, I'm going to be tackling our squirrel Christmas bowl. That's what it is. But the plan for this is to turn it into something that's a little bit more current season, which is Halloween, baby. So the first step is to take this outside and give it a coat of matte black spray paint. And this is what she looks like with the matte black. I think it looks so cute. And now we're gonna turn, well, it's not cute. It's creepy. And now we're gonna turn our little tree trunk here and squirrel into just a little bit more spooky. So my first step is going in with some white, because as we learned in a recent DIY, if you want a color to be vibrant, you're gonna wanna put white underneath it. Should I make the squirrel's eyes bleed? No? Okay, cool.
You could put some like little white fangs or something. Like what's that movie called? It's old and it is British, and there's a scene where there's bunny rabbits that are gruesome and eat people.
Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
That one.
So I did white in all of the areas that I wanted to be red, which includes the squirrel's eyes, as well as some blood drips on the sides and the acorn, the bottom part of the acorn. And I went in and texturized the bowl a little bit. I then went in with a red paint over all of these areas. And I learned something when doing the blood drips. I found that it looked a lot more real if I added a lot of paint on my brush and then kind of let it drip towards the bottom of the blood drip instead of just painting on a flat blood drip, because ew, blood usually dries like 3D, gross, whatever. I also added some white fangs on the little squirrel, but overall, I kept it pretty simple so that it didn't get too tacky too quickly. So this is what my final bowl looks like. I think it looks pretty classy as far as Halloween goes, and I think it was a simple transition from like slightly tacky Christmas to like cool Halloween. And low-key, I don't have a Halloween candy bowl, and you know, handing out Halloween candy in your Tupperware is just like not super cute. So this is the goal. All we need is candy. And then we're done. Not sponsored. Where's the Reese's?
gonna do this cabinet next, which it already is very cute as it is, but I think I wanna turn it even more so something along our style lines than it already is. So a big trend that we are loving right now is arch doorways, arch windows, arch everything. So I think it'd be so fun to try and turn these little window frames into a more arched design. I kind of have a thought on how I'm gonna do this, but I don't know if it's gonna work, so you guys are just gonna come along with me on the adventure. Okay, so to create the new arches, I'm just gonna be using some fairly thick, it's not even that thick, it's just solid and not the corrugated type of cardboard. And I'm gonna be tracing, starting off with the current curve of the window and then adding in what I want my new curve to be. So I'm just tracing something circular to get a nice arch and then joining the sides of the circles to be flush with the edge of the cardboard. Then using some scissors, I'm cutting out these two shapes. So now I have these two little inserts that when I put them on the glass part will now make a new curved bottom. Before I go and add them in permanently, I want to paint the backs because you will see this through the glass, and once I attach them, I don't know how I'm going to get in there to paint, so I'm painting just the backs for now. Then to add them onto the doors, I'm just using some hot glue along. There's a little bit of a beveled edge, which can have the glue sit there, and then place the cardboard pieces on top. Okay, and now this part maybe is where it gets a little bit questionable, but I'm really hoping it's gonna work. I'm gonna be using regular wall putty that you would use to patch holes to fill the cracks along where I added my new curved edge so that it looks like a seamless front to these doors. I like putty because it's honestly so smooth and easy to use and fill in gaps, and it dries nice and solid, and it's really sandable if you make any mistakes. So that's what I'm gonna be attempting to do on top of my new pieces to make them blend well. Okay, so now my putty has dried. It's looking like this. I also did a little bit of puttying around the edges just to make everything blend, which is why there's now tape here. It does look a little bit putty-esque, which is why I'm gonna come in with some sandpaper now and hopefully smooth everything down. So once the fronts were all sanded down nice and smooth, I actually took apart the entire cabinet so it could get all of the silver hardware off. Once I had basically just the shell of the cabinet with the two doors, I went ahead and painted everything. I'm using this really pretty sage green color. Once everything was dry, I put it all back together, but I chose to leave out the center shelf. The reason I'm leaving this shelf out is because, first of all, I think it'd be hard to find things that small to fit on below the shelf and on top of the shelf. And also, I want to turn this into kind of a jewelry tree or a necklace holder cabinet. So once it was back together, the last thing I wanted to do was add some C-hooks on the top to actually hang some necklaces.
Wow, we're like really channeling Gabby's thing here with her whole, it was green. I need to put wallpaper in it. Oh my gosh, that would be good.
So to do that, I'm just gonna use a drill and pilot hole some holes in first because these things can be a little tricky to get in with just your fingers. Once the holes were there, they're easy to screw in, and I did 4 of them all in a row. So this is the finished upcycled little mini cabinet that now has the little hooks in there to hang necklaces on. I think this is so cute. I love kind of the fresh touch that the arch windows add to this, and I'm loving the screen color a lot, so I love how this one turned out. So last up, we have these questionable plastic salsa dishes. We could not think of anything to do with these. But then we were thinking we're already running with Halloween as a mood for this video, so check out what we made.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode, and make sure you go check out it's not our video, but we're in it a little bit.
You can watch us shop.
You can watch us shop on Buzzfeed's Nifty channel.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Ashley and Kana made with their items.
Because we don't even know yet.
I'm hoping it's gonna be something amazing.
True. It's like different creative minds, you know?
That's right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys.
If you like this video, make sure you give it a good old like.
And if you love it, make sure you sub it.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.